Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. As we gather together to celebrate this joyous occasion, before we begin, I think, we can all agree that life really is sort of all about the moments, right? The big moments as well as the small moments and all the moments in between. So, in order for all of us to be here to enjoy these special moments together, the bride and groom kindly ask that you refrain from the usage of cell phones and tech devices and cameras throughout the ceremony. They do, however, want to give you an opportunity when they first get up here to the altar to take a few pictures if you'd like to do that. But once the ceremony begins, we'd appreciate it if you refrain from doing that. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful ceremony, guys. Would everyone please rise?
The leaves are falling down. The air is cool and clear. It's a season of change, and the night we've waited for is here. We've exchanged the rings, and we've taken the vows. The ceremony's over, baby, and the honeymoon is starting now. This is the first dance, but it won't be the last. timeless moments like
You guys ready to rock and roll? Would everyone please be seated? And before we begin with the official ceremony, I'd like to do something that I don't typically do, which is just to go off script just for a quick moment. You know, every once in a while, something happens in my own life that helps me to realize that I'm exactly where I belong in space and time. I think we've probably all felt that way at some point in our lives. And you know, the first time I got a chance to read your love story and to work with the two of you, it's so very obvious that you're both exactly where you belong in space and time, right here, right now, about to cross the profound threshold into marriage together. So before we get started, can we have a round of applause for these two, please? Matt and Nicole, here you stand, together. From that fateful moment when the two of you first met, working together at your college bar, the Red Jug Pub. When Nicole asked Matt to grab a bottle of Fireball from the basement, to this moment, your love story has reached a brand new chapter. So before we go any further, I'd like to ask you both to simply take a moment and look into one another's eyes. I'd like you to see your own unique love story, where it has been, where it is right now in this very moment, and what it shall become together as husband and wife in your future. And now, come back to this moment and remember this moment forever, for this moment is yours and yours alone. But it is also so important to remember that a healthy tree has roots, which extend twice as far as its branches do. And today, as we gather together to celebrate and honor the branches of your family trees, we should also take a moment to celebrate and honor the roots of your family trees. For without the roots of your family trees, the two of you would not be standing here today, about to cross the profound threshold into marriage. And now, take a moment to look out at all of your friends and your family who have come here today to support and celebrate your love. Remember this moment as well. Let this collective love and hope bring you comfort and strength when you need it most all the days of your life, especially as a married couple. In the time that you have been together, you have both continued to find new reasons to fall in love each and every day, and it's so very clear that you both strive to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not only for yourself, but also in order to love one another in the ways that you both deserve and desire to be loved. Not only do you accept one another for who you truly are, but you celebrate one another for who you truly are. And I would encourage you both to continue to celebrate one another as unique individuals with unique qualities and unique purposes all the days of your life, especially as a married couple. So whether you are exploring Boston or New Hampshire or Chicago together, or having fun tailgating together for 6 hours at an Oregon Ducks football game, or spending some quality time together at the park with your dog Georgie, or celebrating the magic of Christmas and New Year's season together, or simply enjoying a rainbow cookie for dessert, it is so obvious that there's no one else in this entire world that either of you would rather share those special moments with or special memories with besides one another. It is for these and for so many other reasons that you are both standing here today, about to cross the profound and everlasting threshold of marriage. Matt, one of the very first things that Nicole noticed about you when you first met, besides the fact that you were charismatic, sweet, polite, fun, and thoughtful, were your blue eyes. And now here she stands looking into the same blue eyes of the same man that she fell in love with so long ago, about to become your wife. In the time that she has known you, Nicole has gained a deep respect and admiration for your ability to overcome any obstacle. You are intelligent, you are determined, and you are confident. You don't only set goals for your future, but you make it a point to surpass your goals. You have a profoundly selfless and deeply supportive love language, and you always seem to find new ways to remind Nicole of just how important she is to you. And it doesn't hurt that you are the sweetest dog dad ever. You have the natural ability to help Nicole find her center, and you love her without judgment, and she is so thankful to be standing here with you today. I do need to mention that one of the things that Nicole cherishes most about you is the fact that you always insist on cleaning the entire house as well as Nicole's side of the bedroom. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to give Nicole a moment to share some special sentiments that she's prepared for you. This is an extra large book. I'm going to face this towards you, okay?
Matt, the last time I saw you this happy to see me walk down an aisle, we were in ShopRite, and I was holding a pint of Haagen-Dazs mint chocolate chip ice cream that I found on sale, your favorite. I never thought I'd be marrying the guy who told me on our first date that he brought me to the woods to kill me. When you took me on that date, truthfully, I didn't know you well enough to entertain your dry humor jokes yet, and I knew this would either end up messy or something remarkable would come from it. Lo and behold, I survived. The date was seamless and thoughtful, with a gorgeous scene at the end of our wooded walk. This display of your effort to keep me on my toes and to show me the beauty in life set the tone for our entire relationship and carried over for the whole time that we've been together. Whether you're surprising me with a homemade Cinco de Mayo night with hats and mustaches for me, you, and Georgie, or you're drawing up sketches with quirky puns on them with sticky notes that I find in my lunchbox when I'm at work, Matt, you always find a way to brighten even my dullest days. Matt and I have been together for almost 9 years now, and not much in our relationship has happened quickly. In fact, it's been more of a slow burn. It's brought warmth, comfort, light, and over time it's changed its shape, molding into its own unique art. Your light draws me toward you, even if it's just to complete mundane tasks or sit beside one another. It makes me feel safe, and it brings me serenity. At times, I find myself picking up on things you say and do, and you'll call me out on it, and I'll rebut saying that it's just something that I've done forever. But I guess that's what happens when you're around someone you love and admire all the time. You start doing things they do. And I guess that's what it feels like when you've been together for your entire adult life. It kind of feels like forever. I'm so lucky to have someone beside me who I not only look up to, but have the ability to grow up with, and now get the opportunity to grow old with. We aren't the same people we were nearly a decade ago when we first met, and we certainly won't be in another decade, but I've loved you through every phase, and I will love you through all the versions of you that I can't wait to meet. Of course, there have been times of adversity, but despite these hardships, you've taught me that no matter what comes our way, we'll be okay as long as we face it together. I'm so proud of the person that you've become through all of it, and I know that your dad would be proud too. You continuously express the true meaning of partnership, loyalty, friendship, and love for me that I am so grateful for. There is truly no one in this world that I would rather step into over 50 homes with before finding our first home, tan their feet because they look frighteningly pale compared to the rest of their body, listen to flights of entrepreneurial ideas while I'm half asleep every single night, build a family with, and love every ounce of myself for the rest of my life. You make me a better person, and I vow to spend the rest of my life striving to help you create a life that fulfills and excites you, just as you have done for me since the day that we met. I promise to always assume the best of you, to support your ambitions, to support you through misfortune, and to celebrate your triumphs. I promise to always put your best interests first, and to be your personal nurse through every stubbed toe, stomach ache, and self-diagnosis that you make. I promise to take it easy with telling you that I'm gonna kill you every time you drop a crumb out after I've just cleaned, even though you started those homicidal jokes from the beginning. I vow to be patient, to listen, and to be your rock whenever you need me. I vow to continue to date you, pursue you, and seek out fun and laughter through whatever circumstance that life may bring us, and to never stop trying to make you proud to be the wife you deserve. I will love you wholeheartedly, even on our bad days. Matt, it has always been and will always be you. I love you. You're my best friend, and I'm honored here to stand here today, becoming your wife, because our adventure is just beginning. Thank you.
It's going to be a tough act to follow, my friend. Matt, knowing the depth of the love that Nicole feels for you and understanding the level of faith, trust, and commitment that she has invested in you, I now ask you, do you, Matt Diekoff, take this woman, Nicole Briva, to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love, to honor, to comfort, and to cherish her, through sickness and in health, in times of happiness as well as travail, for as long as you both shall live? Please take this ring, place it upon Nicole's finger, and please repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed, and forever pledge my devotion. Nicole, Matt remembers meeting you as well, and simply being struck by your beautiful smile. A smile that resonated with him because Matt noticed that every part of your face seems to light up when you smile. It's a smile that simply can't be looked at without smiling yourself. And now here he stands looking at the same beautiful woman with the same beautiful smile that he fell in love with so long ago, about to become your husband. In the time that you have been together, Matt has fallen more in love with you each and every day, and he has gained a tremendous respect for you as a partner, as a person, and as a woman. You are fiercely intelligent, incredibly resilient, and you're so very driven. Yet you are also profoundly caring and deeply loving. In you, Matt has found his home, and he is so proud to be standing here with you today. So at this time, I'd like to give Matt a moment to share some special sentiments that he's prepared for you.
Nicole, that body of yours, that's the wrong page, I'm sorry. Sorry. Nicole, you are the most beautiful thing on this planet, today and always. 8 years and some change, 3,181 days to the day. The day that this relationship became a possibility. The night that, maybe against your wishes, I insisted on walking you home in the snow back to your apartment. And yes, the same night that a few hours earlier, I thought I had ruined said possible relationship when I, during an impromptu snowball fight, pelted you directly in the face with a snowball. To my happiness, however, you took that shot like a champ, wearing that signature smile that has found a way to illuminate the lives of everyone around you in this room, including myself. And all those days, seasons, and years later, I find myself directly in front of you once again in a monumental moment that quite literally shapes the rest of our future together as one. Fortunately for you, the temperature isn't sub-zero, and I don't have any snowballs to spare this time around. Almost every time I talk to someone who knows you, they remind me how lucky I am to be with you. Effortless beauty, passion, and a can-do attitude are just microscopic percentages of the qualities that make you, you. It's in the hard moments, the fun ones, and everything in between that encompasses the relationship that I am reminded just how lucky I am to have. Saying that you are my best friend isn't enough to begin describing what it means to be my best friend and to be yours. You are and continue to be everything I never knew I needed so badly. You are my every day, every moment, and I could talk forever about the things that I love about you. By some improbable cosmic stroke of luck, I met you, and now I get to love you, with no bounds, forever. Between the seas, galaxies, and moons, I was lucky. I stepped onto the same land, and I dreamed under the same stars as you. And then I met you, and now I have you, forever. Thank you for loving the parts of me that are not easy to love, turning the pages gently and helping me rewrite a happier ending to my narrative. It is my job to protect everything that makes you who you are, and I promise to always be that person in your life. I promise to give you every beating ounce of love that I have in me. I promise to always have time for a moment of romance, laughter, especially trying my very best to elicit that smirk you make when you're really fed up with my nonsense, but you can't help entertain it. I promise to embrace you on your darker days, but to hold you close to me every day after. I vow to remind you of your potential because you have shown me so much more than you can see. I vow to be your calm after every storm because our love will always stand the rain. I vow to be the moon in your universe, to be your light as we both embody the essence of our union. I vow to love you and always show you. I vow to never make you question it. I vow to take care of you, your pure spirit, and to continue to build this life of ours until our very last days. Constantly, consistently, continually, you.
Now, I'm a happily married man, but if you don't want this man, I will take him. That was unbelievable. Nicole, knowing the depth of the love that Matt feels for you, and understanding the level of faith, trust, and commitment that he's invested in you, I now ask you, do you, Nicole Briva, take this man, Matt Diekoff, to be your lawfully wedding husband, to love, to honor, to comfort, and to cherish him through sickness and in health, in times of happiness as well as travail, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Please take this ring, place it upon his finger, and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed,
I do wed,
and forever
and forever
pledge my devotion.
pledge my pledge.
Would you now please join hands? Legend has it that on your first date, you went to see a movie. And on that first date, Matt made the first move to kiss you, Nicole. But then he promptly apologized for kissing you right afterwards. Well, in a moment, I'll say a few words and I'll pronounce you husband and wife, and I'll give you permission to share your first kiss as husband and wife. Matt, I think it's safe to say that this time around you have no need to apologize. By the act of joining hands and exchanging your marriage vows, you take to yourself the everlasting relationship of husband and wife. And you solemnly promise to love, to honor, to comfort, and to cherish one another so long as you both shall live. Therefore, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Matt and Nicole, you may now kiss one another for the first time as husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and my privilege to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Matthew and Nicole Diekoff.
Baby, it's been a long day, baby. Things ain't been going my way, you know I need Yeah, my mind all the time. And baby,
out. If you don't have either, make sure you're clapping your hands, you're stomping your feet. Because ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure for the second time today to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Nicole! Come on, make some noise! And as they hit the second dance, so ladies and gentlemen, they'll be going into their first dance for this evening.
I have seen pictures of time, framed still in motion. I find a grand revolution outlined, made by material unwind. Your mind is a stream of colors, extending beyond the sky. Building like years to
That's what I'm talking about. Be a double. Ladies and gentlemen, give the boys a round of applause. Let's give a round of applause, guys.
All right. Before I start my speech, I just want to take a moment to recognize how stunning these two look tonight and all of the hard work put into this amazing night. So let's give them a round of applause. I feel so grateful that I was given the opportunity to stand right by their side today as Nicole's maid of honor. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alyssa, and Nicole and I have been friends since we were about 15 years old growing up playing softball together. Crazy to think that is exactly half of our lives. If you're doing the math, yes, we're 30, I know. Hard to believe, right? We've created so many memories together over these past 15 years and have supported each other through all the ups and downs. I can easily say that Nicole is the most loyal, caring, and supportive friend I've ever had, and is beautiful inside and out. From our high school summer spent on the field together, or secretly passing Four Locos around in our hotel room, to our early college years adventuring out to the Hofstra bars and Taco Bell after. Our many Thanksgiving Eve and Halloween nights out, and at the end of all these nights, Alexa and I waking up to a note from her without fail because the girl always had places to be and was gone before we woke up. And shockingly, outside of softball, her bachelorette trip was our first real girls trip together. I have to say, going out to the bars in Austin dressed as dads and watching you absolutely thrive will forever be one of my favorite memories. I think we could give the groomsmen a run for their money if we break out the stashes again. Jokes aside, all of these amazing characteristics that make Nicole who she is shine through in her relationship with Matt as Georgie's dog mom and her career as a nurse. And as a proclaimed hypochondriac by my mom, having a best friend who's a nurse has saved me from multiple spirals after some WebMD surges. She's always there to put my mind at ease, no matter what TMI situation I throw at her. And speaking of always there, I've been thinking back to the first time I met Matt. I'm pretty sure we had a double date at Dave & Buster's, but it's a bit fuzzy because after 8 years together, it's hard to remember Matt not being part of the equation. And I'm so happy that we're standing here today knowing that he always will be. Over the past 8 years, I've gotten to know and love all of the things that make Matt who he is, like his prosciutto obsession, confusing waitresses by adding grenadine to his cocktails, his creative side that shines through in his career, and all of the amazing but corny dad joke drawings he creates for Nicole's lunches, his sense of humor, thoughtfulness, and attention to detail, like surprising her with a homemade birthday cake, 30 gifts for her 30th birthday, and calling me to plot how to make sure his proposal was a surprise because Nicole was like a hawk inspecting his every move. And of course, I didn't forget about his love of beautiful cars and his insane shoe collection. Any stranger looking in can see that Matt has great taste. And no, I'm not talking about the cars and shoes anymore. I'm obviously talking about Nicole. The relationship these two have built has been so amazing to watch, and I'm so happy to have them both in my life. So everybody please raise a glass, and let's cheers to wishing the new Mr. and Mrs. Dekoff a lifetime of happiness together. Cheers.
Give me a round of applause.
Damn, Matt! This place is freaking nice. How many sneakers you sell to get this place going? Jesus. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this celebration of love between two beautiful and amazing people, Nicole and Matt. I hope you guys didn't give these two money as your gift, because if you did, it's going straight towards another Porsche, so thank you for that. Now, I don't want to take up too much time. There's a lot to celebrate, but I would like to say a few words about the bride and the groom. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jake, or in other words, the little brother that my brother never wanted. You see, when my mom told my brother she was pregnant with me, well, he told me he cried. I like to think that they were tears of joy, but yeah. Enough about me, though. Let's talk about my brother, Matt. So, before my brother met Nicole, I was pretty much convinced he was going to end up with Andrew. So, I guess I just want to thank you, Nicole, for sparing me from that speech. Yeah. Now, I've never been one to get in my brother's business, but I remember when him and Nicole first started to talk about moving in, and they started looking at houses. So I got curious and asked my brother, man, when are you going to propose? This guy looks at me right in the eye and he goes, I got to see if I can live with the psychopath first. I mean, the way I see it, I'm surprised she hasn't gone crazy living with you yet. I mean, after all, she puts up with your stubbornness, how messy you are, and your crazy family for years now. I mean, think about it. My sister, she talks about a mile a minute, and Nicole knows way too well. My mom, well, somehow she hit Nicole's stationary car while it was in our driveway. And, I mean, me, I'm always bugging her about some type of cut or bruise or injury I got every other week. As far as I know, my father's probably her favorite because he barely speaks, but, yeah. As for what Matt said, though, I guess you don't drive him that crazy, because, I mean, here you are, at the wedding of your dreams, looking absolutely beautiful, doesn't she, everybody? Let's give it up for Nicole. I mean, I even told my brother, I said, Matt, you have to marry her, she's great. She's like my favorite nurse every time I get an injury. And she does it all after looking at your ugly face every morning. All jokes aside, though, I've been on Team Nicole since I first met her, and she's been a great partner to my brother, uplifting him and completing him as a person, and I'm proud to now call her my sister. Now, while my brother may have cried when finding out I existed, that never stopped him from being an amazing big brother. Now, a lot of things can make someone a good big brother, but here are some things that make my brother not only a good brother, but a great man. My brother's always supported me in everything I do, and he's always kept it real with me on his opinion, something I have and will always respect. My brother's always been an amazing role model for me. He set the standard for how to treat others, how to be successful. Hold on, I lost my spot. How to be a good man, and I know he'll do the same thing and show me how to be a good husband. I've always looked up to my brother, and I always will, because if I turn out as just as half the man he is, I'll consider myself lucky. Now, I could sit here and go through all our memories together, whether that be staying up all night playing video games and then trying to sneak out to get McDonald's and my mom not wake up, which she always did, or wrapping his cars in the garage, or fighting over who's better at NHL. But that would just take way too long, as I have way too many memories like that with my brother. But I would just like to say thank you, Matt, for being the best brother I could have ever wished for, and for being the concrete to my carbon steel. You and me, man. Concrete and carbon steel, a bond that can stand the test of time, weather a storm, and withstand immense pressure, all while remaining intact together. And P.S., all the guys from the bachelor party, we know it was you who left us that gift on the floor. Now, I just want to say a toast to Matt and Nicole.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nicole and her father.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free.
Our company will be Raphael.
Run away, find you a lover. Go away, somewhere all bright and new. I have seen no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your own. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, go find love. Run away, let your heart be your guide.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them both a round of applause.
You deserve deepest of
All right, Nicole, accompanied by Raphael.
You belong in that home.
Yes, Art, yes, Art. Yes, Art. Come on, take a bow, Art. Come on, let's go. There you go, there you go, there you go. As this will be their honor dance for this evening, ladies and gentlemen, your groom and his mom. applause one more time.